Plymouth Argyle were champions of League One last season, and they are my hometown club. I even played at Home Park this summer. So, taking the new signings they have made, and off the back of manager Shuey's fantastic work, today we take control of Plymouth Argyle's first season back in the Championship to take them potentially to the Premier League for the first time in 5 seasons. Dad, the Green Army, we're in the Championship.
Yep, we've been wanting to do this video for a long time, but we've been waiting for Argyle to get into the Championship, haven't we?
Absolutely. We're finally in the Championship. We haven't done a Plymouth Argyle rebuild in 2 years, I believe, so it's the perfect time to do it. Now that we're in the Championship, a fantastic job. Yeah, I was going to say, Shuey is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah. We're just going to see to when we finish.
Exactly. We're just going to see what we can do with them in 5 years' time on Football Manager with the updated database, which you can get from Sort It Out SI. We're in the Championship, and we have all of the recent signings other than one, which was the Finn Aziz one that they did, or Azaz, simply because it was a loan deal that happened on the day that I actually started this. So we've got every other transfer in the club, which obviously means the likes of Connor Hazard. We've got Pleggy is in there, who's going to actually be captain of a couple of games. He was captain the day before.
Was the main one as well for us.
Yeah, Bali Mumba, and
that goal he did on the first day of the season.
Unbelievable. And Morgan Whitaker as well as permanent transfers. Now, I didn't have any other money, so I didn't make any other sign-ins, so I'm going with it as the team that we've got right now. In real life, we might sign somebody else. I think we personally need another striker, because Ryan Hardy is great, but we need somebody else just in case. So what have we got tactically? So I'm going to go with this. It's a 3 at the back, which Argyle have been using quite frequently in the last couple of seasons. We've got our main striker. We've got a shadow striker in here. We've got a winger as well, so it's slightly asymmetric. 2 box-to-box midfielders in there. We've got wing-backs in Bali Mumba and Joe Edwards, who can both play either side, I think, so that's not bad at all. Our centre-backs, we've got some good options at centre-back now with Lewis Gibson, and of course another new signing that's just come in. With Dan Scarr, who's already there. Brendan Galloway, absolutely. We've got some cracking players in here. We've got Mike Cooper, who is injured, obviously, at the start of the season.
We thought this was going to cost us the league when he got injured, didn't we, last season? Thankfully, it didn't, but what a goalkeeper he is, I think.
And Connor Hazard coming in.
I mean, that's a good signing as well, but that's because Cooper's still not available at the moment. Still injured. So.
Still injured.
Yeah.
Our striker might probably be Ryan Hardy playing up front. We've got Ben Wayne, who scored a goal for us recently. Ryan Hardy starts up top for pretty much most of the games. I like his player traits of likes to beat the offside trap.
When he's put through with the keeper to beat, 9 times out of 10 he scores.
He's a confidence player, I think, is Ryan Hardy, but he's got over 50 goals for Plymouth Argyle now, which I'll tell you what, it's high.
I'll tell you what I liked last season, and he was one of the players who were involved in that, was the changing around. He changed the squad quite a bit last season, and Hardy was one of the players that he changed quite a lot. Mate, this guy did not lose confidence or nothing like that. He was happy every time. You could see, even though he was on the bench, when he was coming on, he was still happy, he was still going, and even when trouble. It was what a player. I like him.
So if I did do quick pick our best 11, we've got Adam Rando in there, who's a fantastic player even for Championship level, alongside Butcher, who comes in, Matt Butcher. We've got Callum Wright on that right hand side, who can play through the middle as well, but he's probably our best option on that right hand side. Whitaker, of course, in that position, kind of how we described it. Got quite a small squad though.
I was just going to say about it as well, the wages for Plymouth Argyle, we were one of the lowest.
We are the lowest, I think, in the league, isn't
we will be in this league. We were even one of the lowest in the Division 1.
In
last
League
season.
1.
So that goes to show how well we done last season, so you can imagine what it's going to be like this season. And I think that's why last season you'd like Ipswich and all that went on a good run. They can afford to pay the good wages. They were getting good players in. That's why I thought our last season was even better than what people think it was, when you think of how much wages we're paying to players.
Absolutely, going up as champions. So, what can we do in this Championship? The Championship, which has Leicester, which I believe their wage bill was like 60 million, and ours was 2.5. So, it's a huge gap. So, let's see what we can do in this division. So far, we've played 3 games. We lost the first against Leicester. All right,
I'll take that. I mean, 3-2 isn't bad.
No.
And away.
Which was my first ever away day, Leicester.
It was,
I've mentioned it quite a few times. I was only 16 and I got served for a pint with all my friends. So Jamie Vardy got 2, Patson Daka got 1, Ryan Hardy and Dan Scarr scored for the Argyle, but unfortunately we couldn't go through.
Look at the next game, it's Dan Scarr again, look.
Dan Scarr got himself a hat-trick against Newport. Then we played Birmingham. This is a great win at Home Park. Our first game at Home Park, 5-1.
Good early go as well.
Lovely.
Always does your confidence, wouldn't it?
But this one, I know you're going to like this one. Preston.
Get in.
Because the former Argyle manager who left very controversially, we won't go into it because it's very personal, but it's quite funny at the same time. He left Ryan Lowe when we were top of the league for controversial reasons, as I mentioned, to go to Preston.
Though, he done well for Argyle because
he got us promoted. Very well.
He got us promoted.
He did do very well. He got himself in a little bit of personal trouble outside the club.
I got time for him. He's a good manager.
He decided to leave. He got offered the Preston job because I think he turned down other jobs at bigger clubs. And then when it all came out, the Preston job came at the perfect time for him. He asked Shuey to go with him.
Yeah.
Our current manager was only our assistant to begin with, but no, Shuey loved the club. He stayed with us. He got us promoted.
I think the difference between the two managers at the time was Shuey brought his family down.
Yeah.
And Ryan didn't.
And
I think that was the difference between the two managers, really. Shuey was settled.
Feel comfortable.
Yeah, Shuey was settled in. I think his family would thought, no, we like it down here.
Yeah.
And I think that he had a chance, obviously, of being manager, and he took his chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's
did he take
blown us away with it so far. But we've beaten Ryan 3-0. At Preston. Gotta be happy with that, with Ryan Hardy getting 2 goals there. Unbelievable stuff. We then unfortunately lost to Reading in the Cup, but we're not here for Cup games in this first season. No. This first season is establishing ourselves in the Championship. What can we do? Can we cause an upset? Because I'm seeing a lot of people, when they're talking about the Championship, they're putting Argyle as that dark horse who could make a playoff run.
I'd like to think so, but I'll settle for mid-table.
I would too. Just to stick in the division this first season.
Let's just settle in and see what we can go from that next season.
Absolutely. So this first season,
for our challenge, I want you to win the league.
Yeah.
Let's get us in the Premiership.
For our first season, let's see what we can do in the Championship with Plymouth Argyle. Come on. First season, 7th place.
That's a good result.
80 points. We are just outside the playoffs there. Yeah. We are insanely close. What a playoff final, by the way.
Yeah.
Ipswich, back-to-back promotions. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
They beat their rivals Norwich at Wembley. Yeah. That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a big derby. It was Blackburn and Norwich. Ipswich and Leicester. Ipswich knocked out Leicester in the playoffs, so Leicester are staying in the division.
Yeah.
But Argyle quietly went about our business. We chucked it away at the end, though. We needed one more win. We beat Preston twice, by the way.
Look where Ipswich finished to win the league.
Yeah, 5th place. They did all right.
Yeah.
They didn't do too bad. We're down now in 7th place, so just 3 points off of Blackburn, who, of course, finished in the playoffs. Unfortunate. But the main thing is that we are nowhere near down the bottom.
That's good.
We did exceptionally well. Look at the size of the clubs compared to where we were.
And it's interesting, really, because after the first game of the season,
QPR,
look where they are, and in this they finished, and they are in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Same as Huddersfield.
A lot of people are saying it with QPR though.
Who Argyle beat in that in our first game so far? Huddersfield. They are also relegated too.
No one to sell that out.
Ryan Hardy, 32 goals. He got the top scorer of the league. Adam Randall, 14 goals. Adam Randall, by the way,
what a season,
came through the Argyle Youth Academy.
Yeah.
So he is born and bred Plymouth. Come on, Adam.
He's a janner.
Let's go. 23 years of age. He's got some life left in him as well. Lovely stuff. It's a fantastic start, Dad.
Brilliant.
This is a really good start.
Yeah.
Cup competitions, of course, we only got to the Carabao Cup second round. We were knocked out of the FA Cup in the 3rd round by Watford. And I know what you're going to say.
They beat us in the semi-final, didn't they?
Yeah. 1984?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah. I've got it here. Yeah, 1984, 1-0.
Yeah.
That was a pity, wasn't it?
FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah, we were that close to Wembley, weren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. So, a lot of history with Watford in that FA Cup. It's funny that they beat us in the 3rd round there. Never mind, especially considering we finished way above them too.
Yeah.
62 points. We're some way off them.
That's all right. I'll take getting knocked out of the cups and second for the league. Yeah, definitely. We've done well there.
Absolutely. So if you take a look at our squad,
mate, you got to go back.
What?
Go back. Look at our record during the season. Look.
Oh my God.
We were
wow. Didn't even realise. So, our past positions, Plymouth Argyle, we were up there in 2nd place until the halfway point. Match day 24, we were up there in 2nd place. We were in the playoffs for ages, and then unfortunately dropped out. Oh, just having those legs to carry us. That's the unfortunate thing with the small squad.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing, with no money to add to our squad in that first season. But never mind. We stayed there. It's something to build on until next year. Have a look at our squad. 33 goals by Ryan Hardy. Dan Scar got 19. We need a second goal scorer, don't we? We need a second goal scorer. You can't rely on Dan
Scar to score 19 goals every season, can you?
Morgan Whittaker got 11 assists, but only the 9 goals. So we need more from him. Absolutely. So let's see what we can do with 5 million. which is
more than Argyle spent.
More than they've ever had. Let me tell you that.
7 years being in.
Yeah, this season is the most that they've ever spent, and it was the first time they've ever bought a player for $1 million.
Yeah, we ended up buying 2.
Yeah. So Morgan Whittaker, Ballymumba were 2 players that Argyle, the first time ever, they spent for over $1 million. And I think previously, the highest we ever spent was like 500k.
Probably, yeah.
I think it was somebody like Akos Bozaki ages ago. We have not spent money at all in our very short, very small history for this very small club. Right, might be small, but the fan base is massive, by the way.
Definitely, yeah.
Right, okay, second season. Let's see who we bring in with that $5 million. Okay, to start things off, I signed somebody from Ireland, Jack Byrne, 28 years of age. If you guys ever do a championship save, have the Irish players loaded, because you can get some gems like this guy. Very good for championship level, 525k.
Good squad player.
1 goal in 2 games so far. He played very well in the League of Ireland last year. He's played in the championship previously with Wigan, with Blackburn. He's even played, well, he's actually come through the Man City Youth Academy when they were in the Premier League. He never actually played there, but he was part of it. So he knows English football quite well. He's very, travelled, shall we say. So Jack Byrne, great signing to begin with. We also got Joe Williams from Bristol City. We brought him in, centre midfielder. We need more legs in that midfield. He's very good at what he does. Mentally, he's fantastic.
I like that.
Good aggression, bravery, determination, the positioning, teamwork and work rate in the championship is what we need.
15, yeah, definitely.
There's no good having a player who doesn't have good determination, work rate in your midfield in the championship, because it's the hardest division to get out of. So if you start losing games, you need that determination. Joe Williams comes in, great signing from pretty much quite a rivalry, to be fair. Bristol City, they're close to us at least. He played 36 games last season in the championship, so we're signing a championship worthy player. We have also brought in 2 more players, though we didn't spend money, but what we have done is allocate it from the league. So we've also got Mpanzu, who is also a centre midfielder. From Luton, didn't play a lot last season for them, only 1 game. We've brought him in on a free transfer, 4 games, 1 goal, 1 assist, 1 player of the match already.
It's good.
Good start to the league campaign. This, though, is the best signing that we have had, because from Leipzig, on loan, we've got a good centre-back here. Only 19. He is 6'6".
Well, he's going to make Sky look small.
Yes. Bitshiabu. We've also got a buy option of 12 million. Well, actually, he's got a minimum free release clause. If we get 12 million, we could potentially buy him, but we need to get 12 million somehow. Let's take a look, though. We're going to go with the same tactic. I don't think we need to change it.
You got it, man.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely. If I did go pick best 11, it would look like this. Jack Byrne comes on that right hand side, which I think was our only weak position, looking at the side that we had last year. I'm disappointed to not bring in that second striker. That was my main aim. Unfortunately, just couldn't find anybody who was anywhere close to the players that we have in the side. Because of the reputation Argyle have on the game, it's difficult to find players who want to join.
Yeah, and we're not going to pay the wages in Argyle.
No.
So.
There was 2 scenarios this summer where I went for a free transfer of a good striker, moved to a different championship club, and then I went for a striker on loan from a Premier League side, rejected us, went to a League One side. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunately what we're going to have because of that reputation.
Well, the problem is where we are in the country as well. And for people who don't know, I mean, Plymouth is a long way down in England.
In the southwest.
And we have our transport thing's not very good. So you got no airport in Plymouth. So you can't fly down if you live, come from London or from the north or something like that. So it's the way it goes, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Our backs are against the wall. We're underdogs, and that's the way we like to be fair. Let's take a look at the schedule then. It's been good. Sunderland, home game, 0-0 start.
Take that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're a good team.
Yeah.
We then beat MK Dons in the Cup.
Yes.
Ryan Hardy got us through to the next round of the Cup, but Reading knocked us out again. But then we got our revenge. We beat them in the league. So I'll take that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And in between that was another 2 league wins.
So we have started well.
2-0 against Blackpool.
And we're not conceding goals in the league,
either. 4-0 against Norwich.
That is hell of a result.
Yeah, absolutely. Championship playoff finalist Norwich, remember.
Yeah.
We had 2 goals from Ryan Hardy. Jack Byrne also got 1, and Julio Plague managed to get 1 as well. So, great start.
Come on then, mate. What's the best we've ever finished?
It was obviously Championship, because we've never been in the top division.
No, obviously. So it's in the Championship, the second tier of English football.
Yeah. Which I believe they're one of the biggest cities. Plymouth is one of the biggest cities in Europe to never be in the top division.
Yes, correct.
The highest they finished, 9th.
4th.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In 1952-53 season.
Okay, I don't remember
which
that.
was in Division 2, which is the second tier of English football.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4th is the best we've finished. Oh, we're going to beat that.
To be, I only remember like when we were in the Championship, 15 years ago. The last time we were in there, when I had a season ticket, and now we had Ian Holloway.
I think the highest we finished recently was the season before it went to the Premiership.
Yeah.
We just missed out in the playoff position.
Ah, right, okay.
Which we just did then.
How are we going to do this season, though? We beating that?
After seeing that Norwich result, I'm quite confident.
Yeah?
And we haven't conceded a goal in the league.
I'll take playoffs.
Oh, 100%.
I'll definitely take playoffs.
100%.
Currently, we're sat in second place, but you've got to think some of the clubs around us might be playing each other, who would finish up close to the start, because the teams coming down from the Premier League are obviously going to be difficult to defeat with the money that they're going to get. So, second season, let's simulate it. Second season, it's the playoffs, but we haven't been promoted, and that's because we lost after extra time
in the final.
Playoff final. Against Hull, the Tigers. 114th minute. In a game where we had 16 shots, it was very close, to be fair. 15 shots to 16 shots. They had more on target than us, a higher XG, and they scored after extra time in the 114th minute.
That's a brilliant season, but I'm sat here so disappointed.
I know. But if you look at the players that they have, Dad.
Yeah.
Adama Traore. They've got Facundo Palestri. They've got Masengo from Bristol City. Unbelievable player. They've got Harvey White. So many quality players. Kiefer Moore. Gelson Martins. He's played in Champions League.
Yeah.
We're just really unfortunate.
They only just beat us.
They only just beat us 1-0. We are definitely punching above our weight. We're just really unlucky. Championship.
So how did we do through the season then?
We knocked Norwich out of the playoff. So they're really unlucky with the playoffs. Throughout the season, so of course we finished in 6th place. We didn't have a very good end of the season there. 80 points, 93 was champions Leicester. Sheffield United went back up. If you take a look at the past positions at Plymouth, we were up there again in 2nd place up until match day 27.
Just after halfway again, we're losing it again.
Back up to 3rd there in match day 33, and then that's when we dropped down. Unfortunately, finished in 6th place.
So we're having a bad end of season, aren't we?
The final game of the season, we knocked Burnley out by beating Burnley to go into the playoffs. So we traded places with them at the end of the season there with Burnley, who have of course just come down from the Premier League. Take a look at the profile though. Ryan Hardy, he's got more goals again. I don't know how he's doing it. Ryan Hardy, on this, remember, this is the database from Football Manager 2023, so he is classed as a League One player at this. They haven't upgraded his attributes. This is how he is on the game.
Both seasons, leading goal scorer.
Banging them in for Plymouth Argyle. 32 goals in the first season, 35 and 44 in the Championship. Punching above his weight. Well done, Ryan Hardy. Absolutely love him. So that's good. He's worth now 11 to 12 million. Incredible. Right, let's take a look at cup competitions. 2nd round by Reading, of course. 4th round by Middlesbrough.
All right.
It's unlucky.
Yeah.
It's unlucky.
Yeah.
38 goals from Ryan Hardy. Morgan Whittaker, that's better, with 33. Dan Scar got 9. Julio got 6. We got 21 assists there from Jack Byrne. Good signing. Bali Mumba got 13 assists, and he's a fullback. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Quality player. We still need to get this side a little bit better and make us push for that automatic spot, really. And we have.
So close.
Haven't been given our budget just yet, so we won't know.
Right.
Let's go into season number 3 and find out. But before we do, today's video is sponsored by Manscaped, and they have some new products.
Yeah, good.
Manscaped have a brand new product out. So attention all of my beautiful bearded friends, to add to the fact that Manscaped now have beard products, we have a new tool to add alongside the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. And that is the brand new Handyman. It is an electric shaver for your quick and convenient way to give you a clean shaven look. So maybe around the beard you hate using a razor to get a nice neckline, or that weird out of nowhere hair which just like appears, which is like really long, that pops up on your cheek. Ditch this and get one of these instead. Because just like the Handyman, remember I have 20% off and free shipping when you use code OMEGA at manscaped.com on this and all of the other products on the website. So say no to stubble trouble this year with the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, and you can pick up the brand new Handyman because you won't need anything else to sort out all of your bearded product needs, and you won't need any other trimmer once you buy from Manscaped. And of course, if it's the crown jewels which are needing a bit of a trim, there's other products there for you on the website too. I use Manscaped every single week, and I have zero regrets. I use my face, my chest for my wrestling, my head, as you didn't know, I also shave my head. I use all the Manscaped products, and I have zero regrets. So it's time to go from that 5 o'clock shady to oh yes baby, and use my code OMEGA at manscaped.com for your 20% off and free shipping, including on brand new products like the Handyman. Now, we didn't have a lot of money. We had some, but I mainly used it for wages. So I did bring in some players for money. The first one is one for the future in Steve Nolan. I couldn't turn him down, and there was other clubs who were coming in for him. 17 years old. He's quite good already at finishing. If we have to stick around in this league, he's going to take us places.
Mate, I'm interested in now. Let's get us in the Premier League.
Well, we got him from Crew, 450k. Let's see what he can do next year. But we also signed a couple of other players too. Now, Nathan Ferguson from Crystal Palace. Good defender, can play in multiple different positions. Fairly decent at centre-back as well. A little bit small, but for 475k, he's been playing in the Premier League last season. Let's see what he can do this year, playing for us in multiple different positions. But they're not the two. Finn Azaz, free transfer. We got the boy back.
Oh.
Now, in real life, he's just signed for Argyle on loan again. He played for us on loan the season just gone. It doesn't actually say that here.
No, it don't.
But we did actually sign him. We've got him back on a free transfer. He's got two goals
already
and a player of the match already. Come on, Finn.
Come on.
Absolutely love it. So good player for this standard. But the other two signings may be good for a standard above that. Lawrence Shankland, very good striker. Again, he's Scottish. There's a weird link.
Two boys up front. We have a lot of Scottish
players. A lot of Scottish players.
And
we've had a lot of Scottish managers too.
I would just say where we were in the league, in the country, bottom part of England.
Yeah.
And
the furthest from Scotland you can possibly get.
Yeah. We've got an history with having Scottish players playing for us.
Yeah, and Scottish managers. We had so many. Bobby Williamson. Of course, we had Sturrock as well.
I mean, Sturrock's a legend.
Yeah. I mean, we signed a little bit too many Scottish players at some point. Some of them were good. Some of them were absolutely dog awful. I won't tell you which one's which. One of them actually was Sturrock's son. He was not good.
No, he wasn't.
So
I don't think we could give him away in the end, could we?
No, but this is a Scottish international in Lawrence Shankland. He's played for loads of different clubs. He was a £1 million player once. He went back to Hearts.
We got him for nothing.
And we got him for nothing. He scored 11 goals last season in the Cinch Premiership.
He obviously ran out of contract then, probably.
Yeah, ran out of contract. But the last signing, we got a player from PSG.
Hello.
Timothy Pembele. 22 years of age, can play right back, can play centre back. Very good player indeed.
Does look good, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's a Premier League worthy 22
player.
22
as well. Nice young lad for the Patriots.
Absolutely. Patreon members, you can take this on and take Argyle all the way to the Champions League. And if we can't do it in the next couple of years, you can do it for us. Patreon.com/Megaloot Gaming on the £5 tier. And as mentioned last week, Dad is now actually an employee of me.
Our boss.
You Patreon members help pay for Dad's wages so he can drop a day at work. So now we can do more videos for you guys. So thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. If you'd like to help pay Dad's wages even more, maybe we can actually retire him early. Then it's on patreon.com/Megaloot Gaming. 22 years of age. We got him on a free transfer. He's got an assist as well, actually, which is not bad at all. Played for the PSG 2 team last season and played 3 games for their first team. Now he's down in Plymouth.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Right. I say down. He went from Paris to Plymouth. So he went back up to Plymouth. It's weird for us saying that. Okay. We did let a couple of players go, not for any money or anything like that. So we didn't really have that. Tactically, we're sticking with it. We just keep getting a better side to hopefully carry us there. Yeah. But it's a good enough tactic. If we do ever make it in the Premier League, I don't think I'd be able to run that. But we'll see what we can do. Our best 11, very similar to what it has been recently. We've got Jack Byrne on that right. Azaz is coming in there. So maybe Azaz and Whittaker will swap around every so often. Ryan Hardy is still our focal point up top. But our defence is looking very good now with Pembele coming in.
I was going to say, we've lost Scar from the starting lineup now. So
yeah, I mean, Pembele is like,
good then,
can play in these 2 positions. So a lot of the time you might see him there because Issachar actually loaned out. He's out on loan. So it will most likely be that with Dan Scar in there. Or Nathan Ferguson coming in. So we've got quite a lot of options. But Shankland starting from the bench. Right. Because Ryan Hardy has been top scorer for the last 2 seasons.
Got it,
he's also scored 4 goals so far. So let's take a look at our schedule. We had a friendly, Dad, against Eintracht Frankfurt. And just in case anybody didn't realise, it's my favourite German club.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And we've just recently, last week, released the Frankfurt versus Dortmund rebuild battle. Go check it out. it was last week's rebuild. No spoilers. Sunderland. We've played them in the first game of the season last season. We played them away this season. That's got to be the longest journey for the away fans. 2-1 win.
Get in.
Lovely stuff.
Yeah.
They scored an equaliser in the 44th. We got one 2 minutes later. Love that. QPR, we knocked them out of the cup. We then drew to Burnley with a 91st minute equaliser. Yeah, absolutely. After Jack Stevens scored in the 84th minute. Jack Stevens, Plymouthian.
Yeah.
He was born in Plymouth, lived in Tor Point. Friends of a lot of friends of mine because I played for a football team in Tor Point, and we also got a little bit of money from him because he made that signing, £4.7 million to Southampton. We got a little bit of money for that.
Yeah.
Then he scored against us, so we're like, no, come on. But we did equalise, so it was all good. Cancelled it out. Ryan Hardy then got the equaliser against Derby. Actually, they got an equaliser in the 87th minute. Away game to Derby is always going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're out of the second round of the EFL Cup again to Crystal Palace this time round. They absolutely smashed us. They got some quality players though, like Eze and etc. And then we lost to Watford.
Again.
Yeah, they're our bogey team right now. At Vicarage Road in the Championship, so it's not too good. We're starting off, we're in 17th place after 4 games. Only 1 win. The worst start so far, Dan.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
The worst start so far.
We've got a better team now and we're doing worse, so
yeah.
Hopefully it's the other way around.
Yeah, we can climb the league instead of drop out of it. So, 3rd season, come on. Let's get ourselves into the Premier League.
Come on.
And for the first time in their history, Plymouth Argyle are in the Premier League. We beat Middlesbrough in the playoff final at Wembley. Dan Scarr, Ryan Hardy, 2 original players.
That's even better.
Yeah, got us there. We were 2-0 up as well. Dale Fry did get one back. But Adam Randall, Plymouthian, player of the match. Shuey's boys took us up there, Dad. Yeah. I might have helped out with a couple of players, but Shuey's boys got us up there.
Mate, I'm going to be honest.
Fantastic stuff.
I'm going to be honest. I did not think you'd get us in the Premier League.
After 3 seasons, we did it. We've done it. Norwich got up as champions, 94 points. Watford up there as well, automatics. But in the playoffs of Southampton and Stoke as well. So we knocked out a big club.
Well.
Yeah.
They're doing well at the moment.
Some really good clubs in there. We knocked out Stoke in the playoff semi-final, 3-1 on aggregate. Now, we did have a top scorer this season, which is quite funny. You know, Ryan Hardy was banging in goals and he didn't even get 22.
I don't mind him doing it only in the final.
Exactly.
That could have been the only goal he scored this season. He'd be my
True.
still.
Jack Byrne did get 22 assists, which was the most by 10. So Jack Byrne's incredible on that right-hand side. Yeah. And Mike Cooper was the 3rd highest clean sheets.
At least they could see what we know.
Mikey boy. Yeah. Absolutely quality player. Cup competitions, FA Cup, 3rd round by Bournemouth.
All right.
That's all good. We're in the Premier League now, baby. 20 goals from Ryan Hardy was a lot less than what he's been banging in recently. Dan Scarr got 15. Lawrence Shankland got 11. Finn Azaz, 9 and 18. So Morgan Whittaker, you know, not as many, but he hasn't played as much. 24 appearances off the bench since Finn Azaz come in. 23 assists, though, from Jack Byrne. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
Our transfer budget.
Hang on, how did we do over the league? Over the season then?
Oh, okay, we'll take a look at that first.
Oh my God!
We didn't have climb. We climbed all the way to the top.
So we nearly chucked it away again.
We nearly threw it away again.
Oh my God. We should have been automatically promoted.
We should have gone up as champions. How close was it then? Were we to top? I mean, we were 14 points off. So when you see 14 points,
bad then.
Yeah, because we were second on match day 42. We drew to Milton Keynes. We lost to Preston. We lost to Norwich and we lost to Southampton. So we didn't get a win in our last 5.
So Norwich and Southampton were teams that were in the playoffs with us.
Yeah.
So they virtually cost us the automatic promotion.
Yeah.
Then we went and won the final.
Yeah, because the playoff are the last 3 games there where we've won all 3. But the 2 games before that we lost. So I think we lost the last 5 games or drew the last 5 games of the season. How are we that close? What a relief we actually went up. What is the money like, though? Because we have never seen money down in Plymouth Argyle.
I'm going to protect... It's got to be around the 10, isn't it?
10 million?
Yeah.
I ain't going to be able to do a lot with 10 million.
Well,
it needs to be more.
It needs to be more than that, but what you got to think is, if this is our first season, is he going to be crafty and owed a lot of money, or is he going to give it to us?
I'm good mates with Simon.
Yeah.
We follow each other.
Actually, aren't you?
Yeah, Simon, the chairman. If you're watching Simon, I follow him on Twitter. He follows me back. He messaged when Mum was poorly.
Yeah, he did, Jeff. Thank you for that, Simon.
Thank you very much. I think he's give us a lot of money.
Do you reckon?
Oh my God, Simon! Thank you so much. I love you, Simon.
You're my favourite, I'll tell you, mate.
38.9 million and 179 wage budget. I mean, just to put it into perspective, Dad, our highest wage is Bali Mumba on 25k. Unbelievable. That's like 7 or 8 Ballymumbas.
Oh my God.
Insane. £40 million. I'll take that.
Definitely.
Right, okay. 4th season. What can we do with 40 million? First season in the Premier League. The first signing, I went back to Ireland and I got Daniel Cleary.
Right.
He's going to be a bit of a squad player, if I'm honest. I don't think we're going to be using him as a first teamer because he's not quite that good, to be fair.
It's a good free signing, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
absolutely.
And we need a bigger squad.
Yeah, but then I made some better signings because Nicolas Ibanez came in. He is a very good striker, Dad. He's Mexican / Argentinian.
16.
22 caps, 6 goals. He's good. Great anticipation, composure, and decision making. He is quite a good player, Dad.
Yeah.
We only signed him for 3.1 million. He got 17 goals last year for Tigres in Mexico. He hasn't scored for us yet. He's actually been playing really terrible. But
it's a big league to come into, isn't it?
And we're a very small team in the Premier League. So he might not have that coming in for him. But Nicolas Ibanez is our first focal point signing. Then we got a lot of free transfers. 2 of them from Manchester City. Oh, Callum Doyle being one of them. Good centre-back. 6'3", a young English talent. Brings the ball out of defence. Good passing ability as well with good vision. That's exactly what the type of player we need.
Yeah.
On a free transfer as well. He's already picked up an assist.
Good.
Not bad. Had a few good seasons in the Championship too. Then James McAtee, who is actually, I think, even better signing because he comes in that centre attacking midfield role. He has fantastic physicals, very composed on the ball, great technique as well. He is one of those guys who can unlock defences. He's got a goal and assist and a player of the match already for us in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Very good start from him. I needed another centre back though, and I went for Linus Getcher, £7 million, German, 6'3", only 22 years of age. Good signing, I think. Got a goal already as well. Not very good average rating, but we'll take it for now.
Yeah.
CDM, Marco Bettini, 24 years of age. Really good CDM. Good passing ability, decent tackling, anticipation. He's got the lot, to be fair. He's not very many things that he's bad at. We're paying high wages as well, 51k. We're paying a lot. I think James is even higher.
Young
59.
player. Young player as well. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Valentin Carboni from Inter Milan on loan.
Mate, we're a proper international team now, aren't we?
I know, right? We've brought in a couple of Argentinians. He looks very good. He's more of a centre attacking midfielder, so he's going to be like a shadow striker because he's fantastic at passing and vision. And we have a buyout option for £10 million. So if we can stay in,
we can afford that.
I know. If we can stay in, Simon can give us 10 million. We might be able to buy him and actually on a permanent deal. 1 goal so far in his 5 appearances. And then finally we got Lucas Lourenço. We've signed a Brazilian from Santos, Dad. You know what that means? We've got to bring up the story.
Pele. We played him in 1973.
Yeah.
My dad and my granddad went to the game.
Yeah.
We beat them 3-2 with Pele playing. We went 3-0 up.
Yeah. If you watch the goals as well, it's incredible.
But what a game it must have been. I was too young to go then, obviously, but 3-2 against Santos.
Yeah.
And Pele scored as well. He scored
a penalty. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got a better story than that, though.
Oh, go on then.
If we're going to go for stories for a long time then.
Okay.
In 1924...
Yep.
We went on a South American tour.
What a random thing to do in 1924.
I couldn't believe the story when I read it. We played Argentinian's national side.
Okay.
Beat them 1-0.
Really?
Right? Also in this tournament, we played Uruguay.
Yeah.
Who won the first World Cup?
It was Uruguay.
In 1930, so 6 years later. We stuffed them 4-0.
You never see clubs play countries anymore, do you? Just doesn't happen.
No, that's right. But also in this tournament, we played Boca Juniors.
Wow.
They were the top side
in
South America at the time. We drew 1 each with them.
Yeah.
But this game was out of this world. Boca Juniors goes 1-0 up. They had a pitch invasion.
Yeah.
The fans picked up every single player and carried them around the whole pitch in celebration. Right?
The Argyle players.
Yeah. So the game got delayed for half an hour. So they restarted the game. The referee awarded Plymouth Argyle a penalty. So the fans invaded the pitch again for another half an hour. So what Argyle decided to do was take the penalty but miss.
Right.
So it didn't get invaded again.
Yeah.
But one of the Argyle players, Moses Russell, had different thoughts about this. So he walked up to the penalty taker, pushed him out of the way and said, "I'll take this penalty," and put it in the back of the net. So the fans invaded the pitch again and they wouldn't get off the pitch. They abandoned the game.
Oh, Moses. We could have had a historic win against Boca Juniors. Look what you've done. 99 years ago.
Hey, we beat Uruguay 4-0 before they won the World Cup. I know it's another 6 years' time.
What would have been weird, though, is if we played Argentina and Boca Juniors, surely Boca had players who were playing for Argentina.
Oh, probably they did.
Yeah.
Probably did, yeah. But Boca Juniors were the top side in that country at the time, so it was a tournament they were playing in.
Crazy. And they, for some reason, invited Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah, brilliant.
Absolutely mental. Anyway, Lucas joins us. He's 25 years of age. He's a centre attacking midfielder. Very good player on the game. £4.8 million. He's got a goal so far in 5 appearances. But last season, he got 10 goals and 7 assists in the Brazilian top flight. So, very good stuff.
Yeah.
Now he's in the Premier League with Plymouth. So, the only thing that I was a bit disappointed with is Jack Byrne. I've loaned him out. He was concerned over being replaced by a couple of players coming in. And I might have changed the tactic and thought, I don't know where you fit in with me now, Jack.
Yeah.
So,
it's fair enough.
Yeah. We've gone a step above. He's gone on loan to Derby.
I mean, when you look at what he's got to offer us, we have got better players now.
Yeah, absolutely. So tactically, I've gone more central with the 2 players up there. And we've dropped a player back from box to box to deep line playmaker. We've got a centre defensive midfield on a stop. So we've changed a few things around.
I think we had to be in this league.
Definitely.
It's totally different this league, isn't it?
Now that we've got a deep line playmaker instead, because we've just signed Bettini, obviously, who is kind of fitted for that. That centre defence on stop could be Linus Getcher. He's got very good positioning, which is kind of what you need, to be fair, and marks opponents tightly. So he's going to be up the ass of the striker.
Yeah.
That's what we kind of want to stop the likes of Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland at home park, mate.
Erling Haaland's going to be at home park. Our best 11 looks like this. Ibanez, Carboni, Azaz, which is mental that there are still players from the team that we had in League One playing in the Premier League for us. The likes of Bali Mumba, Cooper, and Azaz, all still in the side from League One. It's not bad at all. Gibson, who's going to be in the side this year, still there, as is Plague. So we've got some players still there in the Premier League. I'm keeping the core
Scar's still there as well, so...
Yeah, he's still there. He's going to be a bit part player. Adam Randall has played 2 games, started 2 games, and made 4 appearances off the bench. Come on, Adam.
Yeah.
So let's see. How have we done so far? It's not been too bad, you know. We lost to Leeds in the first game of the season at Ellen Road, which is always a great match.
Yeah.
Either way, because both have fantastic away fans that are loud. One of my favourite home park games was when we played Leeds and they brought down an incredible fan base and it was loud all game. Unbelievable. Leeds fans are one of the best in the country, easily, for away support.
Dirty Leeds.
We then went to Stamford Bridge and won 1-0.
What a result that
is. Which we almost did in the FA Cup not so long ago. Which was quite unlucky.
Weren't we?
Very unlucky. Manchester United, though, we couldn't beat them at home park. 4-0. Nor can we do with Arsenal. No. Declan Rice and Amadou Haidara.
That's 2 hard games coming in for that, wasn't it?
And how difficult is our 3 games in a row there? Yeah.
Well, to be honest, mate,
it's the Premier League, Then, unfortunately, we played Bradford City and we lost 1-0 to them. They're in... No, we won 1-0, sorry, but they're in League 2. We only beat them 1-0.
That's all right, you take that.
Then we drew to Brighton. Right, they scored in the 89th minute and the 81st minute when we were 3-1 up.
That's disappointing then,
Hard
really,
to take. Yeah, absolutely. But so far we're in 15th in the Premier League. Can we stay there?
Come on, mid-table. Come on.
Liverpool are our current champions. Man City won it the couple of seasons before that. It's our first season in the Premier League with Plymouth Argyle. The 4th season in total. Let's simulate it.
Come on.
4th season and we survived.
Yes.
36 points.
Oh, we were well clear as well, weren't we?
Just. Yeah. By 12 points from, because that's a very low tally from Watford, Nottingham Forest and Fulham. But we survived. We overtook Norwich at the end there by the last game of the season by a point. So, Liverpool win the league again, 94 points. We won in total, Dad, 9 games. We drew 9-2. So the 9 games we won, Brighton at home, 4-0. When we won, we scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
We did not beat any of the other big teams other than Chelsea, but I never really expected us to. It's just nice that we managed to beat the clubs around us, to be fair. We did draw, though, against Newcastle at home, which would have been a cracking game, I guess. We unfortunately drew quite a lot with the teams around us. Both games against Watford, 1 game against Forest, both games against Norwich there, both games against Fulham. All the clubs below us.
Yeah. That's a pity, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the games you look to be winning.
That's the difference from us.
Where would that would put us then?
12th, 11th, mid-table, comfortable.
Brilliant season.
Where Spurs are. We would have finished where Spurs was. They only finished on 56 points.
At this present moment of recording this, Harry Kane's still there, mate.
Oh, he doesn't look like he's going to stick around. Let's take a look, though. Do we have any goal scorers? We didn't. We didn't have anybody in the player statistics. Erling Haaland got 47.
Of course he did. I'd say the interesting bit of that is, where's the Liverpool players? They're and they won the league.
Yeah. Yuri Alberto and Marcus Rashford. Mo Salah got one of the second highest average rating.
Yeah.
But yeah, then other than that, Alisson got the most clean sheets, but so did Ramsdale and Ederson. So they just did really well. They only lost 4 games. Man City drew 10. No, they lost 10, sorry. They drew 1. They lost 10 games. It's crazy. And yet he scored 47. I want to know how many he scored at Own Park. We got to see it in a minute. Competitions, though. 3rd round by Leicester in the FA Cup. 4th round by Sheffield United in the
Leicester
Carabao
knocked us out in the League Cup in 1965 in the semi-finals.
Oh, really?
We've been in 3 semi-finals.
Yeah.
The League Cup twice.
Yeah.
It was against Leicester and Man City. And obviously the FA Cup semi-final, which we've also talked about.
They didn't have Erling Haaland back then,
No,
did
they didn't. No.
Fair enough. Or Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy around in 1960?
No.
Was he? He is quite old. So not too bad. Now we can have a look. How did we get on against our friends Manchester City when he came? So away we lost 3-0. He scored 2 against us then. When we played him at home, we lost 2-0. He didn't score.
Wow.
It was Rodri and Alvarez. So
did he play?
Fair enough. Did he play? Yes, he did. Oh, he had a stinker. He had a 6.2. Dan Scar, I reckon. And he missed a penalty.
Oh.
The Devonport end.
Dan Scott was at the end of the game. Go on in, Erling. You can get out now.
It was like, right, I'm going to get in my car. Oh, Erling. Sorry, mate. I forgot you were in my pocket. Erling Haaland was pulled off on the 80th minute, slapped round the ear.
Yeah.
Get back up north. Still won the 3 points, though. Never mind. Mike Cooper had a 7.3. He probably saved that penalty, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. Yeah. Go on, Mike. Right, okay. Fantastic time in the Premier League. We got stuffed by 6-1 at home. Luis Diaz did have no trouble at Own Park, that's for sure. Never mind, though. We've done really well.
Yeah.
Goals. 16 from Ibanez. Our Mexican striker. 16 goals. Not bad at all.
No, I'd be happy with that.
6 goals after that, though, is James McAtee Finazaz.
That's what's let us down, then.
Yeah. Do we activate Carboni? He only played 19 games. Now, he only played 19 games because he was injured for 3 months with a hip injury in September. Then he sprained his knee ligaments and was out for 5 weeks. Around Christmas. Difficult. Yeah. Do we activate it? Do we not? There's a quality player in there.
Yeah.
But is he now very injury prone and we can't rely on him? That's the decision we've got to make. And it also depends on the money that we have to spend.
Well, I think we've got to be in the region of 50 million this time then.
Let's take a look. Bang on. Simon,
man.
Thank you very much, mate.
You're a legend, Simon, I tell you, mate.
We're doing our best. We've kept you in the Premier League. £47 million. Let's see what we can do with it in the next season. Dad, I found an unbelievable wonder kid.
Ooh.
Let me introduce you to Jorge Castaneda. He is a 19-year-old Colombian, 6'6". He is fantastic. He's unbelievable. The fact that he could even get a work permit shocked me the most.
Yeah.
But our scouts...
He does look good, doesn't he?
All I did was I moved our scouts at the start of the season to have a world, so they can scout the world and not just the UK, because Argyle's scouting stuff was quite low when we were in the championship. It's going to be. Now that we can go across the world, they found this beauty. Jorge, £2.8 million. He's got a goal for us already, a player of the match. 2.8 million from Junior.
It's a bargain, isn't it?
That's hell of a signing. That's hell of a signing.
The Patriots have got him for what, the next 5-6 seasons?
I know, because I'd already gone for Charlie Cresswell, a guy who I have used previously from Leeds. Very good player.
Yeah.
Good centre back. 25 years of age. 6'3". He's also got a goal and a player of the match.
7.9 average rating.
Yeah. Very good. But the rest of the signings, let's take a look at them. I did it. Brought him in. He's now officially our player.
We had to. We've got to take a chance. I mean, he's only 22.
Yeah. Let's see what you can do for us. £10.5 million. Got an assist so far. Did very well, to be fair, in the 21 games he did play.
Yeah.
He's just unfortunate with those couple of injuries. But hopefully he can keep his feet on the pitch this time round instead of the physio's office. I went back to Man City again because they keep giving me really good free signings. And we got Wilson Esbrand.
Me and Pep.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's probably not even Pep anymore. Oh, it is Pep.
Told you.
Yeah. When's Erling's contract running now? Is any time soon? Can we...
He nearly gave it to us on loan, actually. I nearly swayed it.
Yeah. Do you need him next season? You didn't even win the league with him. So we got Josh Wilson, Esbrand. Good left back, to be fair. Can, fight for that position with Bali Mumba.
Yeah.
Also then picked up John Duran from Aston Villa. Villa, another good striker, to be fair. I quite like him. Good off the ball, good pace, good finishing.
Does look good, yeah.
Yeah, our scouts don't rate him, but I think he's probably our best centre-back, our best striker, sorry, because of that pace, etc. He's got 1 goal and 1 appearance so far with a good average rating. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Didn't get very many goals last season, but he only started 7 games. Then we also picked up Theo, which is an Algerian, Spanish, or French player, can play in centre midfield or that centre attacking midfield. But look how good he is for his price.
I'll tell you what, he does look good.
Yeah, 450k, Dad. Dad's writing him down already.
I'm just going to think I'm going to put this one down
for the future, because next week we will hopefully have the next versus rebuild out. And I know what you're thinking. The last one only came out last week. I know. Now that Dad has that more time off, thanks to you Patreon members, we can crack more out each month.
Yeah.
So next week we potentially have Celtic versus Rangers.
Yep.
Now, a little bit more about this dad. I mentioned he's Algerian, Spanish, French. He's probably more French than anything, because although he's called Theo, he's also called Zidane.
Oh, he got to be then, isn't he?
Yeah. So this is Zidane's kid. He also has like 3 brothers, or 2 brothers, Enzo and Luca. Luca's a very good goalkeeper playing in Cincinnati. His dad is Zinedine Zidane, current manager of France. I'm pretty sure. I mean, has he made any appearances? Oh, he's actually capped for Algeria. That shocks me. That's mental. Oh, fair enough.
You could knock me over with a feather with that one.
That's like you being the England manager and me going, I want to play for Scotland.
That wouldn't happen.
Yeah. I want to play for Scotland. My dad's from Scotland. I want to play for Scotland. Wouldn't happen. But yeah, we have got a Zidane playing for us, Dad. And he is very bloody good too.
He is good, yeah.
So, fantastic stuff.
I'm definitely writing this guy down.
Well, you don't have to forget his name, though.
No.
What was he called again? Dad. Zidane, you know. Yeah. Zidane headbutt. Okay, so Theo's in there as well. Mark Travers is a good goalkeeper, £2.5 million. We still got Mike Cooper. We used him in the Premier League. Mark Travers is a good other option for us. Irish, 6'3", 28. If, you know, for some reason Mike Cooper's not doing it for us, or he's injured, £2.5 million, I think is worth it.
He hasn't played yet, so I'm glad with that.
Yeah,
Cooper's
but
good.
the most money that Plymouth Argyle has ever spent on a player, and we have Faris Chaibi, 24 years of age. Again, French Algeria, but I think he might choose France. This guy's phenomenal. He is incredible.
Well, I'm just thinking he's a good squad player, but
he's more than that.
For the position he plays, he is good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fantastic. Even his physical, 16 acceleration, 16 pace, 17 off the ball and vision. Great passing ability. Dad's writing his name down as well. He is now our best player. But wage-wise, 120 grand.
You got to expect for that for a player like that,
yeah,
wouldn't you?
I had to. As soon as I seen him, and he was willing to come for us for £17 million.
17.
It's the most I've ever spent at Plymouth Argyle. He got 8 goals last year and 3 assists and 5 player of the matches in the French top division for Toulouse, who've built up a very good side, by the way. So £17.5 million, that's a good signing for me. That's our focal point, the heart of our midfield, our engine room goes through Fares.
Hell of a signing.
He reminds me of when Plymouth Argyle had another very good French creative attacking midfielder, David Frio.
Oh, what a player.
Bloody legend, David Frio. As soon as I made that signing, I was like, that's my David Frio.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so Plymouth Argyle fans.
He's an agent, only football agent, isn't he?
Yeah. At one point, he was a scout at Man United. And he was one of the best ones. He might even still be there. I can't actually remember. I need to spell David correctly. I don't think he's on the game anymore. He might have retired early because he just found every single good player ever. But yeah, he used to be a scout for Manchester United. But there we go. So, Fares, all the Argyle fans are crying. They're like, this is beautiful. He's found a David Frio. He's like, where's my Marine O'Keefe? Sorry, there's no Marine O'Keefe. But anyway, Fares, we've signed him. We've done a great start. Tactically, we're going with exactly what we was previously.
Yeah.
I'm taking a chance with Duran up top.
Oh, yeah.
The one position I really struggled with was striker. I could not get anybody who was better than our Mexican striker. And I didn't want to play Ibanez every single game because he's already declining quite a lot.
Yeah.
He didn't get that many goals last season.
It is an hard league to play. You've got to be fit.
Yeah. I'm going with Duran, who's a little bit quicker and hopefully can be a better player when his team doesn't have the ball.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping anyway. He's got good aggression to close things down, etc. Moves into the channels. Let's see what he can do. So, the rest of the side, though, if I did quick pick without best 11, it would look like this. James McAtee, Carboni, who we'd expect. Chaibi in that midfield with Bettini, Pembele, Mumba, Gibson.
Mumba's still there as well.
Yep.
Good.
Castaneda goes in. Centre mid, in that centre defence. Cresswell and still Cooper.
Yes.
We still got, after 5 seasons, the heart of our team comes from Plymouth. Well, the Plymouth side that we have. Because where's Mike Cooper from? We signed him. He come from our youth academy. Exeter. We'll forgive him.
We'll take it.
I did know that.
He fell through the floor then.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, I'll take it. He's a local lad. Boy. He's still a local lad.
He's now Plymouth.
40 miles away. I'll take that.
Yeah, he's now Plymouth.
He's a janner.
Yeah. So let's see. How have we done so far at the start of this season? We beat Southampton 2-1.
No, I've just seen a result on there.
Yeah. Newcastle 1-0. Unfortunately, they got Cody Gakpo, which is quite a weird signing for them. We then drew with Man City.
And Aaron scored as well. Look.
He did score 83rd minute.
We were 2-0 up, mate.
We were 2-0 up. Ibanez and Finazaz. Andre Schaudup scored. Then Erling Haaland.
Can I just ask, is that a cup game or a league game? That 2-2 against Man City.
That's a league game.
Why are we playing at Ashton Gate?
Oh, yeah. So, I need to mention that. We are currently playing at Ashton Gate because I believe we have moved to Ashton Gate temporary location. Home Park.
Rebuilding it then?
Renovating it or being a complete rebuild. I can't quite remember.
For people who don't know about Plymouth and all that, where Argyle actually play at Home Park, it's a massive, great area, like a park area.
Yeah, it's like a central park.
Yeah.
We call it Central Park.
And so they've probably knocked the whole ground down and building a new ground in the same position, I would say. Because you wouldn't move the ground from that position because the facility is the centre of Plymouth. It's a massive great car park beside it, and the land around it is massive as well. So we must be building a new stadium.
Probably. So we'll have a look at that at the end of the season, see if it's been built or not. If not, you Patreon members need to let us know. Then, after that, we lost to Brighton, unfortunately. They just got a better side. This guy scored 2 goals. I've never even heard of him, but he looks quite good, to be fair. We then beat Burnley in the Cup, 2-0. Then we just casually beat Spurs.
I don't know. I can't say nothing about that.
Casually beat Spurs 1-0.
Can we have a look at the team and see if Harry Kane's still there?
Easy game. He is. He is still there with James Maddison. Allegri as your manager.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So we beat them 1-0. Did Harry Kane play? He did. So did Heung-min Son. So did James Maddison. Yeah, you had all your best players.
Yeah.
You had all your best players, and you still couldn't beat Plymouth Argyle. At Ashton Gate.
To be honest with you, mate, if I went to that game, I would be supporting Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah,
We've said that before, mate. If the 2 teams played, we're home.
Definitely.
Home team. Yeah.
So, we're doing quite well. We're 13th in the Premier League. Final season, Dad. Expectations?
9th. I'm going to go for 9th.
9th?
Yes.
Top half. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Let's simulate this final season.
Come on.
Final season, 11th. Just shy of your 9th.
That is brilliant, though.
Yeah, that's absolutely still really brilliant. Good. Top of the second half.
Yeah.
So, Wolves actually finished in 9th with 62 points. We're some way off that.
That's a long way beyond, though.
Yeah, there's a big gap in between the top half and the second half.
Yeah.
But we are nowhere near relegation, which brilliant. I'll take.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Especially with the clubs like Everton, Brighton and Leeds going down.
Oh, it's a big 3 going down.
Big 3 going down. Hey, Liverpool, West Ham finished 2nd.
Well, they've got Harry Maguire now, haven't they? Well, they're signing him today, by looks of it.
Not on this, but yeah, they could be signing him. One of the clubs we did finish above, though, is Tottenham.
Yeah, I did see that.
They finished in 14th place on 43.
Mate, what a surprise. I'd still be jumping. They sacked him.
Allegra's been sacked,
yeah.
And Harry Kane's still there, but Musa is their new key player. That's quite funny. But we did all right. 11th place. We didn't have anybody there. Timothy Pembele got the second, or actually joint most yellow cards. And then Haaland only got 32 goals, but it was still double the amount of Eze at Crystal Palace, who finished in 2nd. It's a very weird league campaign here. Liverpool still, though, back to back to back. Very good from them. Cup competitions. Maybe we reached an FA Cup
Cups.
Or a Carabao Cup. No. 4th round of the FA Cup.
Watford again.
4th
They've done
round
this every
by
season
Watford.
in the Cup.
Yeah, I think. Oh, it's unfortunate. So, goals-wise, we still can't score that many goals. John Duran only got 13. Carboni got 13, and he didn't even play up front. So, Patreon members, you need to take this on, and you need to do something with our Plymouth Argyle. You've got some fantastic players, and contract-wise, all of the best players have got long contracts. They've got some very good long contracts. All the ones that I've been signing that you've been seeing. And plus, I want to know how this guy's going to do, because after one season at 20, he looks phenomenal. He's like, you might have to cash in on him at some point, because he looks really good. But yeah, all of those players there have got long contracts. Adam Randall from Plymouth still played 10 games and come off the bench 24 times.
Got 2 goals
still playing, still doing very
brilliant.
well. 9 assists.
How much is he worth?
Not a lot. Not a lot of money. Not a lot of money at all. He's worth everything to us, though.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing. Patreon members, you have 68? Simon is rolling in it at the minute, and he is absolutely loving it. So if you guys take this on, you get £68 million to spend. Bring in somebody who can score some goals. We need that striker. We need it. Yeah. I'm going to take a look, just out of curiosity, if there's anybody there who is currently a good striker that you could potentially bring in. There's a couple. I mean, Norwich just went down. Eddie Nketiah wouldn't be a bad shout, you know, for £11.5 million. He's very fast. There's a couple of options here that you could bring in. Yeah. What are you going to do? Let us know. Page.com/MegaLukeGaming. I'll leave a link at the top of the description underneath the Manscaped sponsor. Thank you very much, Manscaped, for sponsoring the video. Remember, Omega is 20% off plus free shipping. Dad, what is the task for Patreon members should they do it? We're still at Ashton Gate for now, which means the stadium hasn't been, hasn't been finished yet.
Definitely finish higher than length.
Yeah.
If you can get us to finish higher than length, what a season that would be. But I would take a cup.
Yeah.
I'll take a cup as well. So I'll just give you either one. Just do either one of them.
I mean, in 5 years, you could potentially put Plymouth Argyle into Europe.
Oh, what I will say, though, is anybody does take it on, please let us know how you get on.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been a couple of people who have been letting us know.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
recently.
Yeah. Even if if you take them on and you do worse than us, still let us know, because we want to know when you guys are taking these games on for us, really.
Yeah.
And let us know how you get on. So
absolutely. Right, thank you very much. Next week will hopefully be... It was good, wasn't it?
That was brilliant, yeah. I really enjoyed
it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Next week will potentially be Celtic versus Rangers. On the Versus episode, we've done a couple of seasons so far. We're going to try and get through it so it's out next week. See you soon. Bye-bye.